Good afternoon and happy Monday to you. This is Jack from Authentic Artists and Orate. And how are you doing? Hope you've had a good weekend. I am in a secret, different location today, and I couldn't actually make it on Friday due to some connection issues, but I am here today. I hope you've had a really good week since last Monday when I last saw you. And if you're seeing this online, please say hi. If you're watching on the replay, hi. Thank you for joining me. So today I want to talk about, I talk about attitude, I talk about beliefs and all that stuff quite a lot. And it's kind of a different way of thinking about it today, which is the rain in the last few days where I am I've described it as biblical. It was like the flood. So it's been raining constantly, and in a rare moment of sunshine this morning, I was sat outside and looking at the clouds. And of course, I talk sometimes about silver linings because I'm quite silver, and there's obviously a lot of clouds around and lots of silver linings that you can see, and it made me think of kind of the thing behind the thing. I know some cynical people say that every silver lining has a cloud, but it works both ways, doesn't it? So when it comes to the things that are happening in our lives, what are the clouds? What are the rain clouds? What are the silver linings? And it's really about context and perception, because the clouds are made of water droplets. The water droplets refract the light. They become prisms to see things in, different colours, different shades, different ways. And that also becomes sort of our the way we see things from different angles. We can reframe it. We can set up filters. We all set up filters in our life that help us to either filter out the things we don't want to pay attention to, because we'd be overwhelmed if we were to pay attention to all the information coming into our brain. But also, for things that we know what's happening with that, we've handled that, we'll just filter that out. And so I think sometimes those filters can assist us and help us. And sometimes we can become blind to what filters are in place and what we're seeing in a particular way, that we've chosen to see it in that way. And when that way sometimes gets outdated or doesn't serve us any longer. And it's really good to challenge those things, because our circumstances, our life changes a lot, right? And if it didn't, we wouldn't ever grow. If we didn't get challenges, we wouldn't grow. And that's something that we need in our life to be able to mature, to be able to grow, to handle things, and to achieve the things that we want to manifest them, or whatever you want. And so I think it's good to draw attention to our filters. What are we filtering out? Does that help us, or does it no longer serve us? And what are we letting in? And does that serve us or not? Because I think having the appropriate filter, I'm sure there's lots of photography analogies, can give you a better outlook, a better aspect, and a better way of seeing the world. And so I would invite you to consider that. How are you seeing things? What's the attitude? And even latitude, the kind of longitude, latitude, the way you're orienting yourself towards a situation. And can you see it differently? Is there more to see? Is there more to challenge? Is there something you can adjust in terms of your perception to allow more of what you would desire in, and less of what you don't? So there's some fine tuning that needs to happen sometimes, often. It helps us to move forward, not stay stuck. So if you are feeling stuck, often it's the equipment we're receiving with, right? It's the radio tuner, it's the dial that on that filter that needs a change, an adjustment. And so if that is something that resonates with you, then I would suggest that, you know, maybe you think about that and carve out some time to think about it, to really think about how you could see something differently in a different way. So if it's a persistent problem. And then in the context of what you're planning or what you're trying to get done, how can that change your outcomes? So hi, if you're online, nice to see you. And I would, you know, just say, I hope you have a really good week. And yeah, change of scenery for me has been really good. Always a good, that's why we like to vacate our lives and go on holiday, isn't it? When you can. It's good to kind of change your perception. I think that really helps with that. Even just changing the way your room is, you know, where you're looking in terms of which direction, that can really help too. So with that, I will wish you a really good week. Look for the silver linings, think about your filters, and see how, you know, can you see things in a different way? Because you are the person who creates that experience in terms of your reactions and your filters. So the same thing might be, you know, happening, but you can choose to receive it differently. So have a great week. I'll speak to you hopefully on Friday. Take care. Bye.